Okay, so this is another Frieren Friday episode. This is episode 18. And I've tried recording this a couple times already, but for some reason my brain is just having trouble articulating thought, or at least my brain is working fine and my mouth is having trouble articulating plot. So I'm just going to try to probably caveman speak what happened in the episode. Main characters arrive in city. Magic City for magic exam. Frieren notices that Fern has boobs, and I see a lot of art on Twitter, and I love being on Twitter. I love seeing fan art of all kinds of shit on Twitter. I will retweet. There's shit I see that is genuinely beautiful. There's shit that I see that is just boobs, and I love it. And I always see Fern look like she's a Senran Kagura character, and I get it, people want to give characters boobs, but this is a little ridiculous. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it's not canon. She's not that big, but I guess they finally in universe addressed that she has boobs. Frieren does not want to take tests because for her it is pointless, as she said in a previous episode. I don't do it because the people who administer the test, the Magic Guild, whatever you want to call it, changes every few decades anyways. So I don't care. And because she's not registered, she's almost not allowed to take the test anyways. But she has her, what she called, like the Holy Medallion, Holy Relic, or Holy Symbol, I think it was, is so old. She essentially got grandfathered in. We get to see some of the other people who are going to be taking this exam. One of the ones that got focused on was named Ubel, who in her little bit of screen time, I can already tell is going to be a ton of fun. She gets attacked by bandits, and then Kraft shows up, saves the bandits from her rather than saving her from the bandits, and I thought that was a lot of fun. They kind of give a bit of an explanation, like, all right, a lot of people are going to be here. Sometimes there's years when this exam is given where no one passes. It's given once every 3 years, so if you guys don't get it, you're kind of fucked. If you get injury and death is expected in this exam, we will not step in and help you if you're getting fucked. And my brain went, oh. See, I didn't know how this exam was going to be administered, or what the vibe was. I just heard it's a tournament arc. So I was just thinking it was going to be something like the Dark Tournament. I didn't know it was the Hunter exam. I love the Hunter exam. It's one of my favorite arcs in Hunter x Hunter. They're like, oh, this is going to be fun. So for at least the first round, I don't remember if they specifically said it's only for round 1 that you're in teams, or this is your team the entire Hunter exam. And I'm going to be just probably calling it the Hunter exam the entire time now. Frieren is with, what were their names? I know I wrote them down. It was Lavine and Kane. I don't remember exactly how it was pronounced, who are 2 girls who have known each other forever and are good friends, but are also shitting on each other all the time. So she's just kind of here looking at these 2 idiots constantly fighting, like, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, okay, we're doing this. Fern is placed with Ubel and this blonde dude, and I don't remember if we got the blonde dude's name. I don't think we did in this episode. Their task is to catch a bird. Actually, specifically, I think what they were told was not, you have to catch the bird. It is when time runs out, there has to be a bird you have to have a cage with a bird. All 3 of your party members have to be present and no one can leave the boundary. I'm like, okay. That's interesting. I like the choice of words there. You do not have to catch one. You can fuck with another team and steal one of their birds. Or like their one bird. Potentially, through use of magic, you could maybe create an illusion of a bird in your cage, or put something else in the cage and then use magic, again, like an illusion. Like you can make nothing look like a bird. Maybe you can have something in there and make it look like that bird. genuinely catch the bird or steal the bird from someone else. Like, there's maybe a little bit of strategy in here. Again, I compare it to the hunter exam. You can also compare it to the tuning exams. If I'm remembering my tuning exam right, I think it's the first round was the test, and then the second round was the forest where you have to have, what was it, like the earth scroll and the heaven scroll, which very similar in the hunter exam is that portion where it's like you have to have this many points to progress. I believe it was the thing you start with is worth a certain amount of points. You have a special rival. If you get your rival's patch, it's also worth a certain amount of points. Everyone else's patches, I think, is just worth 1. I think it was like yours is 3, theirs is 3. Every other random person is worth 1. You need like 10 points or 7 points. And it's been a while since I've watched the hunter exam. I don't exactly remember the technicalities. But there is some room for strategy and subterfuge. We don't see what Fern's group is doing in this episode. We just focus on Frieren and her 2 stooges. And it's okay. I'm going to be honest. Like, I didn't dislike the episode by any means. But I was like, this was the second half of the episode where I'm like, cool, like, it's the hunter exam. I'm excited. I thought it was just kind of okay. I don't dislike Frieren's 2 new party members. They just didn't do enough for me to really get invested in them. Maybe as it goes on, I'll get more invested in them. We'll see what happens. I'm more excited to see what happens with Fern's team because Yuba left a strong impression. I was like, she seems like she's going to be a ton of fun. Oh yeah, there's also a montage because they say the test is going to be held in 2 months. So there's like a small montage of Fern and Frieren training, and during the montage, it's Frieren's birthday. They have a giant-ass birthday cake with a fuck ton of candles. I thought that was adorable. I absolutely loved that. Oh yeah, there's a fight with a big-ass bird. That was pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, it was kind of it for this episode. There really wasn't much to say. I'm excited that we've gotten to the next checkpoint in the story. That makes it sound like ReZero. I'm glad we've gotten to the next like major plot point. We've been trying to get to this city for a while. I'm excited to see the hunter exam. Hopefully it picks up from here and like gets really, really good.